and Carol White.
I said that kind of fast. I'm Katie Snap. This is Skirt Strategies for August.
Katie Snappy.
Snappy Katie. And we have a really good topic this month. It are talking about communications.
Communicating.
Don't talk like that if you're a leader.
No. Well, if you're having fun, have fun.
Women are good communicators, though.
We are.
So, we'll probably have occasional topics, occasional months where we dig a little more deeply. Suddenly I can't talk. Into communications because it's a vast area. I have several classes that I teach on it because it's fun and it's something you can practice and learn immediately.
Yes, and there is a lot of information out there, and we know a lot.
Right. One area, I kind of squeaked. One area that is great for leaders, horribly underused, is the use of questioning skills.
Oh, that's a great one.
Especially if you're the type of leader that tends to roll over other people. Translating your statements into questions can be very powerful. There's a technique for team development called action learning teams where all you do is you're either asking a question or you're in the process of answering a question that somebody else has asked.
Very nice.
How's that for cool?
Yeah.
And I find that it draws out the other person more. Here's an example. Here's a real life home example. At our house, my husband likes to sleep during the summer with the bedroom cold, dark, windows drawn or drapes drawn, which is nice, the cave effect, right, for sleeping. I, however, like to have open, fresh air. I don't like to be too hot, but by the morning where we live, it's always nice and fresh and cool in the morning. I'd like to have fresh morning air. So my tendency is to say, I want to have the window open at night.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work for you?
Doesn't work me on the defensive. I don't know about you.
So
your husband probably loves it, though.
he's very good-natured about it.
Yes.
Here's how you translate that using powerful questioning. I like sleeping with some fresh air in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think we could do to hit a happy medium where I could have that? So now I've turned it back. It's not a very complicated issue, but I've turned it back to something that's creates a dialogue or stimulates a dialogue between the two of us, instead of me whining or just putting it into an end or just saying like, I don't want to do this.
Well, and the other thing in that case is you're making him fix it. And men love to fix things.
Mm-hmm.
So he now has to fix the problem, and he'll figure out a way to do it.
Or something as simple as questioning around the lines of, where's our next meeting? Instead of, let's have our next meeting in Santa Fe.
Right.
Turn it around to a question, where does everyone want to have their next meeting?
Right.
This is a great example of how men are different than women.
Mm-hmm.
You remember in
right.
the book that you love, which is Leadership in the Sexes, women will use the technique to draw people in, whether it's through questioning or sensing or empathetic type skills.
Mm-hmm.
But men will see that as a weakness because they go out for the kill, right? So they'll just
just make the decision for everybody.
Right.
And they think that's the way to do it.
Here's where we're going to have our next meeting. It's authoritative,
Mm-hmm.
it's directive, it's controlling, it gets things done very quickly, which is an asset. Certainly it's an asset.
Sometimes.
But sometimes, that's right.
Right.
But a man will see a woman do it in a way that's collaborative and will see it as a weakness.
Right. And so that comes back to communication and the differences in the sexes in communication. And if you want to read a good book on that, Leadership in the Sexes is great. But this month we are going to be reading, and it's a book called Fierce Conversations
By Susan Scott.
And it's achieving success at work and in life, one conversation at a time. And I haven't read it.
Great book.
Yeah, Katie's read it. She loves it, and I think it would be good for me because I have a little bit of a hard time having those one-on-one conversations that require some heavy-handedness.
Backbone? Do you have trouble with that?
You'd never know it.
I don't think so. Okay, I understand.
Yes.
I'm empathetic to that.
Oh, yes,
I understand. What do you think? Don't answer that. All right, other areas of communication that we'll probably delve into. And those of you that are our free Skirt Strategies members will get this about communication this month. There will be more on the website. Of course, the video will always be on the website. It's eventually archived. But those of you that are subscribed monthly members, each week we'll delve into a little different area of communication. And like I said, we could do that for a year, but this month we'll just tap on a few things. Probably questioning skills. I also had in mind that we would be doing some speaking skills, speaking with clarity.
Yes.
There are some tips for getting clear very quickly that are simple and effective.
Good.
A friend of mine had a document that he'd signed and given to his secretary, and she wrote down a note, something about the signature didn't work, and so she put a note that said, "You need to resign." And she put it in front of him, and he looked and he went, "I need to resign." And she said, "No, I mean re-sign."
Resign.
Written communication,
Be
how to
careful.
be clear with that. Some email etiquette. We'll touch on some of those things for those of you that are doing it on a weekly basis and really getting into it. What
We'd
else?
love to have you as a member, so get on, and even if you're a free member, be sure and sign up, because we'll send you these videos every month.
Right.
And you'll be able to sign up for our podcasts.
And you can see a blog, a podcast, free podcast each month.
We have great research on our website. We have some wonderful articles, so please do.
Free
join
beer.
us.
There's free beer on our
There is
website.
free beer.
Yep, always good to know. So we'll see you all next month. Have a great, great month.
Bye for now.
Bye.